After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 13. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
A pass there complete to Sutton. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 48 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Broncos 14, Lions nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Robbie chose it. 75 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. We didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's got him in. Complete. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll try the left side. McLaughlin. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz on for the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to find Greg Dulcich there.
That'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A first carry now. This is Williams. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Wilson now off the bootleg. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a 2nd and 10. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to float from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. Setting up the screen to Pirine. Touchdown Broncos. Samaje Pirine. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Go!
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Again, Goff. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Lions will take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Goff on first down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McLaughlin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Goff now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Returnable here from the 38. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here we go with Williams. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Goff.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Back to throw. Goff. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Wilson going to change things up here.
14, run it.
Back to throw again. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Two yards to go, second down. To throw again is Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hey, 0-0-0.
On first down, Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Khalif Raymond now. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
We go tonight. Hold on. Check.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now gone. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Spot that.
He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Set to kick off.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are
yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce
that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll try the left side. McLaughlin. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he could...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big in a mid. Has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Patrick Surtain, the all-pro corner, up to make the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Montgomery hauling in the slant pass.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hooker going to try and throw for it.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Now Wilson on second down.
He's got the connection downfield to Hamler.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
First down throw here. It's Hooker.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
From the gun, it's Hooker.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass.
He's got a full head of steam.
And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's second and 3.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Tempo.
Now a give right side. It's McLaughlin. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game. And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
They'll try the left side. It's McLaughlin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. 21 yards there on third down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will wind up a